Good afternoon, everybody. It's Frontline 94. It's 1:25 in the afternoon on Friday, the 16th of March, and this is what Victoria looks like today. This is the gate in facing into Chinatown here. As you can see, it's kind of a Chinese flavor. Traffic's busy, and I'll give you a little spin around here so people can cross the street. And we got a dragon over there. And I'll be taking some pictures around here. This is kind of a famous corner, our little part of Chinatown. You'll see here that we got the distinctive lamp posts, and you'll also see that we have quite an interesting type of the telephone booth there. And back in a sec here with some pictures from another location here. And here's a couple murals on the side of the Fisgard parking garage here on Fisgard Street, which is actually just up the street from the gate at Chinatown. Now I'm walking towards here the Chinese Public School of Victoria, and they teach Chinese culture and history, I guess, on the weekends to the kids. And sometimes it's quite busy. It's quite an interesting building here. I'm not sure how old it is, but as you can see, it's quite distinctive. And it's in a part of, it's partly an older part of town here. And I think there's a condo or something, or rooming for elderly Chinese people back in the background here. And I'll have another look here in a moment closer to Chinatown. But you'll see how old some of the buildings are here. You notice the brick building ahead here. The windows have all been bricked in when it's years ago, so I'm not sure how old the building is, but it's probably, maybe 1915 or somewhere in there. Talk to you in a bit. And here we have Timur murals in Chinatown here. It's one of the lion dogs on the at the Gate of Harmonious Interest on Fisgard Street on Victoria, BC. And I guess they're going to be working on the gates over the next couple months. Like it says, it's working on it. But it's an amazing gate here. It's quite beautiful. And as you can hear, they have music out of this thing now that hits quite loud here. So you can sing along with it, I guess. And so I had lunch today with a friend. We've been coming here off and on since about 1982. The best place for dim sum, I think it's my favorite place for dim sum that I've ever had. It's called Don Me's in Victoria, BC, Fisgard Street. And it was pretty good to eat here today. Probably won't be able to read, just it says, this is a sign here on the Chinatown. And here's the school that we looked at. And here's one of the older buildings. Another one. And this shows the streets of the areas of Chinatown. We're approximately here. And it says here, this district, first settled in 1858, is the oldest and most intact Chinatown in Canada, representing an important chapter in the long history and heritage of Chinese Canadians. As the major immigrant port of entry in the West Coast in the 19th century, Victoria boasted the largest concentration of Chinese Canadians in the country. They established a self-contained and identifiable neighborhood which offered a complete range of commercial, residential, and social institutions. Focused on Fisgard Street, it was made accessible by a distinctive layout of alleys and passageways. Its most cohesive groupings of buildings adapted standard forms and designs found elsewhere in the city. The flared temple-style roofs, inset and projecting wrought iron balconies, additional cheater stories, interior courtyards, and brightly hued tiled overhangs gave the area its distinctive character. Victoria's Chinatown is a richly textured reminder of the early years of Chinese settlement in Canada. And this sign here is written in English, French, and Chinese. It's, yeah, 1858, the oldest, most intact Chinatown in Canada. And that's the gate again. And you remember saying it was like connected, the streets were connected by alleyways. Well, this is one of the famous, really narrow alleyways in Victoria. It's called Fantan Alley. I'll have a picture later on in here. So as you can see, it's quite narrow, interesting alley on Fantan Alley. You notice that the brickwork is quite interesting. It's all old, interesting bricks. And here I'm at a kind of a T there. It goes off into private property, which is just another example of one of the narrow little alleyways that goes off here. It's interesting. There's like a lot of little businesses that have been here for years, and new adaptations to different things. So this is what a little narrow alleyway, famous part of Victoria. Fantan Alley off of Fisgard Street in Victoria, BC. And I hope you enjoyed my little look at Chinatown, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. See you later.